Happy with the weather?
Soaking rain, no thanks.
Alright, well let's head to the East Side Gallery, which is this way, 700 meters in the rain. Ready?
Okay. Yep.
Oh, this is it. This is the Berlin Wall.
This or that?
Both.
This here.
Yeah, this is the Berlin Wall. So we walk along it.
Yes.
So we're here at the East Side Gallery, and what that is basically, this is the Berlin Wall, and this is a famous stretch of the Berlin Wall that goes all the way along here, along the River Spree, which is the river in Berlin. And there's lots of famous artworks here, because there was a competition, I believe, where lots of artists and graffiti artists came and drew their things, and there's a few famous ones that I'll point out as we walk along. But I feel like the weather today is pretty typical Berlin weather for December. And I always sort of think if it's such bad weather, you have to just come out and endure. Otherwise, you just sit in your apartment and do nothing. So I'm bringing the Australians out in the weather. And you enjoying it?
Yeah.
And you?
I'm just realising it'd be sunshine back home.
So you're looking at it, or you're just trying not to get wet?
Both.
Both?
Oh, it's interesting.
Over there is the River Spree, just behind this. Can you say it? Spree?
Spree. Spree.
Spree? Spree.
No, spree.
Have you seen your favourite one yet?
No.
Grim.
Grim?
Grim weather. Grim war.
War?
Wall.
The Japanese sector? So do you know what this one was called in this area here, between the two walls?
Death strip.
The what?
Did you just say the death strip?
Yes, this is the death strip, where you jump on wall and then you're in here stuck.
Yeah.
And this wall is 3.5 meters high, and it's partially the reason why they built it 3.5 meters high is so you jump in and then they can't see out there, see in, they can't see you get murdered, sort of thing, when you're in here stuck. Because every so often there's big towers, if you can imagine, with a guard sitting up there guarding people from escaping. But here's the River Spree. Looks very bleak and cold, and I can tell you that's reflected by how it feels as well. It does feel cold and bleak. Looks so still. I think especially when all the trees have lost their leaves, it looks even colder and nastier. And that's how it's sort of feeling recently in Berlin, getting colder and colder. But the Berliners have been telling me wait till January. That's their sort of words of wisdom. So we'll see in January how it goes. Do you like the death strip?
No, I don't. It's very stark.
So can you imagine that they had towers and stuff up here with the
terrible.
person sitting in it with the Car 98 or some
And
rifle?
then you've got to get across the river,
Yeah.
and it's quite wide.
What do you think of the river? What do you reckon? Look very cold and bleak.
Oh, very bleak.
So Jenny, we're approaching a famous one. Tell me if you recognise it as we get there. Let's see if you do. This one up here is probably arguably the most famous. I'm sure some of you have recognised this one as well.
This one here.
This one, you think? No?
Yep, I do.
You know this one?
Who is it? Dmitry Vrubel.
Yeah, it was a Russian politician. Yeah, okay. If you don't stab me in the eye.
Oh no, he's hitting me on the head with the umbrella.
See, the mouth kissing. So you recognise this one?
Yeah, I do.
You recognise this one?
I do.
Who we got? Brezhnev?
Brezhnev.
Brezhnev? So do you like seeing all the wall painted? Do you think that's a good feature of it, or would you prefer it as it was?
No, I like to see it.
Yeah, I think it makes it a bit more interesting. What do you
It
reckon?
makes it a bit edgy.
Edgy.
I like it.
Especially this one. This was controversial.
Yeah.
The Russians did not like this one.
Good.
Continue.
Yep.
How's your bag going, Jenny? What's wrong? What's the problem?
It's getting wet.
And what are you doing about that? Complaining?
Not getting wet.
Giving instructions to the
To the
umbrella
person
holder.
holding the umbrella who's dripping it in my head.
Yeah, and biking me in the eye. This one looks a bit ghastly, hey?
Yeah, I don't like some of it.
Weird. You want to check out the bridge?
No.
No, this is
Get out of
far
here,
enough.
you've had enough?
Yes.
What do you think of the East Side Gallery?
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
Liked it?
Yep.
Colourful
Interesting.
on a not so colourful subject.
On a
Yeah.
colourful subject, on a colourful day, do you think?
Grey day.
A grey day. Alright.
Colourful art on a grey day.
See you from the Weissmans? To the camera, say. Let's get out of here.